Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is Lady Nika, and with a reality veggie soup on that ass tonight. I hope y'all can see me. You should be able to. But anyway, y'all, tonight I'm serving up a little Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 5, episode 11. You again. Child, so let's jump right on into this thing. We start off with seeing Mendeecees coming to him and Yandy's apartment, and he's coming to talk about the fight from last week when he told her the damn lie about them kids being, with a child being, rushed to the hospital or whatnot. And, Yandy's basically telling him, you shouldn't have done that. I don't care. What he trying to say is she inconsiderate of his time. But this is where I sit with all of this. How is she inconsiderate with your time when, dude, you just spent a whole year? I think y'all can see me. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all should be able to see me. But anyway, he just spent a whole year gone. That means she had all the responsibility on her, including, running her business, looking after his, and looking after kids. So, I don't really understand where he getting his train of thought from, but apparently that's how he feel about the shit. He admit he lied to her and everything, and she told him, after you seen what we went through with Amir, because I remember this. Y'all remember right after she had that baby, the Amir, the little boy, that baby did have something wrong with his kidney and had to go in the hospital. I remember seeing that. And she even had put a few pictures up. I saw it on Twitter. I mean, it could have been on Instagram, but I ain't no big Instagram bitch. Anyway, to me, I don't see that they got nothing out there. I mean, basically, he feel the way he feel, which is she needs to do more. And I don't understand his train of thoughts, but it is what it is with them people. So, whatever, y'all. I don't know. Alright, next we see Sin and Krista meeting up. And Krista starts talking about, she haven't been able to meet Chink's dad. And she talking about she realized she 2 years into this thing. And, he hasn't shown her anything that says that he wants to move on and, have a more productive, long-lasting relationship with her. So he needs to get his shit together, or else she gonna start looking, for other options. Meanwhile, I don't understand this part here, but Erica was in her feelings talking about she don't like the fact she been reading the blogs that Erica is saying that Bow Wow Shad Moss helped her get out of, get past the relationship with Sin saying that she feel like they never really had no closure. So, Chrissy being messy saying she ought to knock the fuck out of her because, Chrissy don't like Erica ass. So that's what she telling her. But basically Sin gonna go and have a conversation with her. Lord. So next we see Diamond meeting up with Rich Dollars. They supposed to be meeting up to talk about what was Cisco's reaction to her giving into Rich Dollars giving him the letter, the 5-page letter the bitch wrote, where he's supposed to be gonna take that shit to him. And so now he having to meet up with her to tell her what how he acted when he received this information from her, or this letter from Rich. And he basically saying in the confessionals, like, Cisco don't give a fuck no more, And, he jocking for her because he feel like, she'll be an easy lay for him. Well, he tells her that Cisco didn't really want to have nothing else to do with her. He told her the truth. And she started trying to say she really didn't do nothing wrong and going down the list of what he did, what I did, and all that old bullshit. Well, Rich told her, it is what it is. If he don't want to have nothing to do with you, move on. And some kind of way doing her, getting into her hysterics about what she hasn't done to him opposed to what he's done to her. She turns around and her legs is right there by his. Now, you already know, y'all, he ain't nothing but a homemonger. So, he take that as a sign of flirting with the girl and stuff. And he even said in this confessional, that Cisco, he kick it with her. If Cisco didn't have no problem with it, so be it. So he started flirting with this girl, moving her hair from behind her neck, and basically he was kissing on the whole neck. Then gonna try to play it off like, I guess like he was just something was wrong with her hair or some shit like that. But anyway, he, her hair was messed up or some shit. He tell her to call him, and he walks off. Okay. So next we come to a Peter goddamn ass, and Peter feeling the blues. Peter carries his ass home because Amina ain't been answering that phone. He pretty much knew she was gone, but he, like I said, it ain't real to you sometimes till it really just, it's in your face. So when he goes back to that apartment and he sees her stuff and the baby stuff gone, that's when he decide that, he miss his family and he in his feelings. But if you ask me, I think that it had a little bit more to do with him thinking he's losing some kind of power over Amina. He got power over Amina and Tara. And for Amina to hop up and just move, just go cross country like that to her people, to him, that's a sign that he's losing some type of power and control over her. And he don't want to do that. So, he feeling some kind of damn way. So, the next scene is him going to guest star on a podcast hosted by Charlie Murphy. So, they do that bullshit, and after it's over, he talks to Charlie about, his situation with Amina, and Charlie tell him, if you feel like, that you really want this woman, you love her, then I would suggest you go after her. And that was all the confirmation he needed to go and, he feel like he finna go and fight for his love. But Charlie did tell him, be prepared if this woman don't want to come back because, she may feel like she's been through too much. Well, Peter got it in his mind, y'all, that he finna go to Germany. This bitch going to Germany to try to talk the girl into coming back. Whatever. So next we see Sin going to the studio to meet up with Cisco, and that's all he need. Because that's who he want now. That's why he ain't got time for Miss Strawberry, because he trying to get Miss Ladenberry over there. Over there the fuck she is. But anyway, they listening to this song that Cisco wrote. And then listening to it, before they actually listen to it, they share the fact that they have similarities as far as recently losing loved ones. Cisco brother was murdered in the streets, and her brother committed suicide. So they talk about each one of those situations in depth, and it leaves Sin to start crying. So he played the track for her, and she like it, So I take from that she's decided to go ahead on and do this song with him, and she'll be doing more than that, fucking with him, but that's what she say she gonna go on and do it. She agreed to do the song. So next, Rich comes to the studio where Cisco is, and they talk about the song that he played for Sin and how they connected and bonded through having shared close losses in the family, and how emotional Sin had become and all that shit. Well, then Rich tells him that he met up with Diamond, and he told Diamond that he basically wasn't interested in it, but he let song that he's still interested in messing with her. And that's when Cisco tell him, that ain't cool to me. You know what I'm saying? I know what I may have said at the party or whatnot, but that's a part of our honor code in the streets. We don't mess with each other's exes. So Cisco letting his ass know, I ain't gonna be cool if you go behind my back and fuck with this bitch, even though I don't want her no more. I don't want my homeboys, sleeping with my exes and stuff. We don't do that shit. Well, Rich Dollar say yeah to it. Say okay, he understand. Tell him he need to make up his mind. But in the confessional, he really did have a problem with that boy saying that, because Rich done set his sights on trying to get at Diamond, because she done been flirting and showing titties and shit. And so he really want to get at her, but he claiming like he gonna respect his homeboys, wishes, and not fuck with the bitch, whatever. Child, whatever. So next, we see Peter as he done cat his ass to Germany, right? He going to get Amina back. Peter show up at Amina's sister's house, and, you know, that's where she's staying, and she was surprised, but she asked him, why you here? You know, I told you that this is where I want, you know, I needed some time away from you. Why are you here? And he gets to talking about he wants his family back, and she tells him straight up, I don't feel like you love me. I feel like you choosing me because Tara don't want you. If you feel like you could still go back and lay up with Tara or whatever, you'll go back to her. It's not about me. Well, Peter's saying that that's not true, and she's saying that she just not feeling the relationship no more. And when she returns back to New York, she wants him to move out, and she wants to be by herself for a while. He asked her, do she want a divorce? She said, look, right now, all I know is I don't want to be with you. I don't know how, you know, if that means I want a divorce, but I just know I need to be away from you for a while. So maybe, hopefully, we crossing our fingers that Amina may be, you know, finding herself again, because you can get lost in a man, but, child, this is just all the way lost. Well, next we see Tara and Yandy meeting up, and Tara talking about these etiquette classes she trying to start, and Yandy saying it's a good idea and she's going to send business her way. And then she starts talking about, of course, Peter. She's saying that she, you know, it hurt her feelings when she found out why Peter couldn't come pick up the boys. See, he had already called her and told her he couldn't pick up the boys because he was going out of town. Well, she found out he went out of town chasing Amina, and that made her feel some kind of way. And she says she just wants to be over it. She don't want to be mad at him. She don't want to be mad at Amina. She just want to be over it. She get all emotional and shit, and Yandy saying she understand, and I'm still saying I don't understand. You know, at first I did get it, but time has gone by, and you watching this shit just like I am. You see what the fuck going on with him. So, you know, this casts you in a light kind of different from what a normal woman who life is not being portrayed out on TV every Monday night may have. She don't know what all kind of dirty shit the nigga she may be in love with is doing. You know, the person she may have lost herself into. But you see these shows. You see exactly how he playing the game. And I understand if that's what you doing for a storyline and you need the coin, but damn, girl. I guess you can sell your soul for a couple dollars, but anyway. Next we see Rich, Mendeecees, and Chinks meeting up for a little boys chat and drink. And Rich recalls, you know, he telling them about the diamond situation and how Cisco flip-flop. One minute he said he didn't have a problem with if Rich wanted to holler at the girl. Now he's saying he don't. Rich feeling some kind of way about that shit. And better believe he gonna fuck with that girl eventually. Watch him. He gonna mess with that girl. But anyway, child, he gets to talking about something. He said he gonna he got some kind of something he trying to do. But anyway, it wind up with him seeing the magazine, the Urban Men magazine that Chrissy did the little spread for. Well, Rich got a hold to that damn magazine and he showed it to Chinks. Chinks is over it through. He said he don't fuck with bitches that do that kind of stuff. He don't want to deal with her. Now, you know, he also goes into saying that, you know, this is part of the reason why my family don't want to deal with her, because they feel like this kind of bitch that she is and she portraying herself like that. And I'm trying to, you know, make things work out for us, but I can't make my family accept you if they're going to be opening up magazines, seeing you busting it wide open like that. So he's saying that, you know, he going to have to go talk to Chrissy about this here with her mountain lion ass. So next we go to Chrissy. We get to this meetup. She actually said she told him she was out shopping, so he had to find her, and apparently he found her in the store she shopping. Well, he walk up to her and ask her, what's this whole shit? And she like, this ain't no whole shit, you know. This is art. He's like, nah, this not art. He said, you know, I don't really fuck with hoes that do this type of shit. And you want to be a part of my family and want to meet my family. And I'm trying to make that happen. But you started doing stupid shit that's going to make it harder for them to accept you. My dad would never want you in his house. This would only solidify his reasons for not wanting you there. And, you know, he going in letting her know he ain't like the fact that if you supposed to be my bitch, why is you sitting up here busting it wide open in these magazines trying to piss me out? And she said she knew it was going to piss him off, but I don't think she knew it was going to make him so mad. What you did was, he already want out. And I think the nigga must got a place to stay because he don't need you no more. So he looking for a way out. And when you put your ass up on that damn magazine spread, busting it all wide open like that, that was all he needed. So you basically gave him the key to walk out your life, because before he left Mandisa and them, he said he was going to have a conversation with her. And it was probably, it could possibly be their last conversation. And he got so pissed off with her in that shop, y'all. He went to calling her hoes and telling her that, you know, he'll put her picture up on the wall and let his homies, you know, look at her and tell them about her and all that shit. And she acting like it ain't no big deal. But, bitch, he just fucking disrespected you to the fullest. Not just in that store. But, bitch, we see this. But you know she'll be back in his fight. So, next, y'all, we come up to this scene where Sin goes to see Erica. Y'all, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Erica been over you, girl. You should have been over her. You see Erica, every time you see her now, she is bragging about her man and how happy she is. So, I guess because Sin was somewhat in love with Erica, she felt like they never truly had no closure. So, she go to see her, and Erica basically tell her, girl, look, why you here? You know, she was pulling the Ike on that hoe like, why is you here? You know, anime anyway. But I didn't, you know. The only thing I could see happen was she got to hear Erica say that she cared about her, but it's over now and she's happy. And I guess that's the closure she needed, y'all, because that conversation they had wasn't shit. Basically, Erica just was like, you know, she had her moments where it may have touched her and she might have cried a little, you know, got a little teary-eyed, but that girl ain't really give a fuck that, you know, Sin was there looking for what is what she's trying to say to her the whole time. But I guess that was, Sin needed that closure. Yes, I cared about you. Yes, I want to see you do well in the future, but we ain't together no more, and I moved on with my life, and I hope you find the happiness that I think I got with Shad. That was all to that damn conversation they had. I don't know why it took so long and why she felt like, you know, that was something she needed to hear. Well, lastly, y'all, we see Peter meeting up with Amina mama, Astrid. And Astrid says she's heard too many bad things about Peter. And Peter tried to explain to that woman, but that mama wasn't trying to hear that shit. She told Amina straight up, you know, I hate for you to be a single mom. And Amina was like, well, it ain't nothing wrong with being a single mom. Many women do it every day. But her mama was just basically saying, I hate to see that you got in this situation, but since you here, realize it for what it is, and you really don't need to be trying to go back to this man. But you can see by Peter saying that shit and standing up to her mom and trying to say he loved her, did y'all notice that Amina started getting kind of weak? That strong bravado she had at first was gone, y'all. You could see he was slowly chipping away at it. He know what to say to get this hoe back. So, I'm not, y'all, I wouldn't be surprised. Y'all know, one, she coming back because the show's still going. Two, she coming back because she just a fool in love with that man. You know what I'm saying? Now, she talking that we gonna live in separate places and all that bullshit. But sitting right at that table where she should have been her strongest, because she got her strongest ally sitting on the side of her saying, yeah, girl, I got your back. I believe what you saying. And she still got kind of weak. Peter sitting there saying he want her back. Her mama telling her don't believe. You know, she saying, she told her I don't believe him. But we all know Amina gonna do her, and that's how that shit ended, y'all. Next week, a whole bunch of other shit was gonna go on. I got up in the middle of them showing previews in the next week, so I don't know what the hell gonna happen. All I know is that at episode 11, I hope the shit coming to an end soon. This is ridiculous. That Peter, Amina, and Tara situation played the fuck out. Mona, somebody send this to Mona. This is played out now. Come up with something else. I'm sick of seeing Mandisa being a childish ass punk to Yandy when he see how pregnant she is and how much shit. Oh yeah, I did see a little bit. I think next week that Remy girl, Yandy gonna try to fight that bitch. And somebody she gonna get into it with, and then she gonna get into it again because I think she gonna be trying to get small with old Strawberry about Rich Dollar time, child. Lord, these hoes in that Rich Dollar, I keep telling y'all. But you know, I hope this comes to an end soon. Y'all ever watched a show and at first you into it because it's giving you all the excitement and drama that you want and need, you know, for your entertainment pleasure, and then you get to so far in the show that you just start to lose something. See, that's what happened with this Love and Hip Hop franchise. I've been stopped liking these New York hoes. I only started back because one of my subscribers wanted to, you know, me to review the show. And, you know, I want to do the stuff that I don't want to sit before this camera and talk to y'all if I'm not saying shit that you want to hear. You understand? So if you ask me to, you know, review a show and I peep it out. Now, I had already peeped this out. I already knew what this shit was about from seasons ago. But it wasn't hard for me to jump back in because I know these hoes. You know what I'm saying? But if it shows you want me to look at, I can't promise y'all I can review every last one of them that you bring to me. But I will make at least a valiant effort to look at it. And I'll give you a review. And I'll let you know at the end of the review if I'm going to continue to do it or not. Because if I can't be entertained myself, see, that's the key to it. If I'm entertained, then I can make it somewhat entertaining for you. I can say little shit that's gonna be, you know, give you a good kiki and recall the show to you for those of you who may not watch it. Or there are people who, you know, like myself, I used to watch all these shows, but I would watch other vloggers do them because I enjoyed it so. Y'all, I'm at 21:30 and I'm not going to make this here a veggie soup after all. Because I don't want my videos to start being so damn long. So what I'm going to go on and do is I'm going to go ahead and stop it off right here. And I'm going to come back with Black Ink Crew and make it a separate video. But, you know, again, if y'all want me to do some shows, because we coming to the end of a lot of these shows. And new shit will come on. If it's something that you really want me to take a look at and, you know, you feel like my review of it would be entertaining to you, let me know. I'll check it out. And if I can bring, you know, if I can make it, you know, enjoyable for you, then I'll take it on. But I'll always look at it and give you at least one review on it and let you see what I'm talking about. You'll be able to tell the shit I can really do. Like them Atlanta Housewives, y'all know I'm all over and through with that. And I'm sorry, even though I'm sick of these bitches, I'm ready for it to end. But just let me know down in the comments if it's shows you want me to watch. And I will watch them. And I'll give you at least one review. And if I can't continue it, I'll let you know that on that review and why. So, in the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back in momentarily with the Black Ink Crew. Peace.